Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here, greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to, well, back to Grocery Store Simulator. They surprised me. They came back with some updates. Everybody in the forums and such had thought it was dead and abandoned. But then they suddenly came back with a bunch of graphical updates and such, and they're planning to do some other things. Some of the changes I like, some of them I don't, some of them they fixed. I don't like this on the front. Not in the slightest. That's okay. This, they made this look much more cheerful. The last time, the previous update, it looked grimy. Like if you touched anything, you were going to catch tetanus. It was horrific. You knew that there had been many murders committed there. So the changes they've made are that way better. Again, I do not like this change. Because the truck drives over there and then right over here in front of everything. And all the cars coming through here have troubles getting around things anyway. So, hoy vey. But other than that, I mean, I think it's kind of cool, some of the stuff, the graphical changes. Let's put that right there. There we go. And then we come over here. Store is closed. Can't remember if they even say that now. But here's our slightly fuzzy looking shelf. Huh. How weird. I wonder why the focus is so odd on that. Huh. Well, anyway, we should probably... And I don't like the clock there. I want the clock in front of here. I don't like that there. Bugs me. Makes me unhappy. Oh God, I forgot. Sorry about that. Alright, let's order some goods. Because some of this stuff sells pretty quick. Some of it not. There we go. That's not bad. See, I'll show you. Well, I won't show you. They'll show you. Oh, you get some cars in front of here. Look at the way they're cutting across. And then, and my bathroom light just turned off. Some stuff doesn't change. The hasty back and forth transfers. I mean, the truck works for you. It's not important in the slightest that you get it empty quickly. Okay, the place still looks like grimy, just not quite as grimy. So that's good. That's a positive. That it's grimy. You know. Grime in the horrific nightmarish sense is good for the character. Oh, I have to adjust my back pillow. My sincere apologies. I'm having issues with my back and my back pillow of late. Sorry you had to be witness to our fight. I feel like I'm leaning over this way, and I'm not quite sure what it is that's doing that, and it bugs me. So my apologies if I'm leaning in weird positions everywhere. Which, hopefully, I'm actually not. I had myself positioned fairly well in the camera before I started recording, but now that I've moved myself around, who knows how well positioned I am in the middle of the camera software. Well, goodness gracious. Oh, okay, bean soup. Now, here's... I don't know if I like or dislike this now that I have played Supermarket Simulator a fair amount. Because the prices on stuff is never going to change. I mean, we can change that, I think. Yeah, change prices. But once we change the price, like we're doing right now, it'll never change again. Ever. So that's, you know, cool. 6.1? Yeah. And so, yeah, I need never worry about these prices unless, you know, a lot of people complain because they think it's too expensive. But if they don't complain, it's going to be this price forever, and I need not worry about it. So I think in that case, Supermarket Simulator kind of has it beat because I do... Okay, 1.49. I do like the way you have to keep track of the changing prices. Order bulk, no pending deliveries, order goods, store expansion. These are... Oh, it only costs $1. Decorations. Hey, I paid... Okay, good. The Christmas, during the Christmas tree. They're still available for purchase. Very important. Of course, you can also purchase instruments. Oh. Let's see. Wallacus. Forever. There we go. Is there a real place called Wallacus, or a real person called Wallacus? I don't know. But the reason that name still sticks with me is way back when I was young.
Store is open.
Well, that was cool. When Steve Jackson Games was first coming out with the original small pocket games that they had done way back when I was a very young teenager, and they came out with Fighting Fantasy, a game, and it was one of those was Melee, and rather than make up new characters, I just kept one character, and every time they died, I just made up a new character just took the same character, gave them the same name except with the number up, and then it was from the wall. I don't like this either. I wish it was back on the other side.
Just what I was after.
But the number would go up because of the Wallacus Cloning Center.
Just what I was after.
75. And so Wallacus, the name, whether or not it's actually a real person, place, or thing, for my purposes, that is where I got it from. Not where I got it from, where I used it. I'm Englishing, roughly. Let's see, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
Let's get these scans.
Goodbye. I want it to be on the other side. I don't like looking to that direction to do stuff. I'm used to looking to my left.
I'll be on my way now.
Which is the direction, generally the side you put something on if you are... Whoops, that was too many. There we go. 70... So you generally put it on the right if you're right-handed, on the left if you're left-handed. I've always put it on my left. And having stuff on my right just feels unnatural to look to. It's supposed to be over to the left. I'm going to be closing the store now.
Just what I was after.
Store
Just
is
these today.
Exactly what I need.
But these people will still get service.
Exactly what I need.
25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thanks. Just these today.
There we go. 50, 70, 76, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Goodbye.
Bingo. Oh, and there's another aside. Oh, my ear itches. That's not what I was going to talk about. There's another aside. Higher Ground Gaming. At the time of my recording, I've been talking with them through comments on and off before and had been watching their videos at their channel. And then all of a sudden, no idea of what's happening. They stopped posting videos and I don't know what happened. And it makes me sad. Okay, I'm gonna order another shelf. Not a small one either. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait until next time. Can I get fridge? Oh, I gotta up my store level first. Okay, next we're gonna update that. Then we're gonna get a fridge so that I can up my thing that I was just talking about. Oh my god, my brain has failed entirely. I have no idea what I was talking about, literally. I have severe ADHD, moderate to severe, in that I can... One of the things that happens is I can and will forget what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. It feels like sometimes like what I'm thinking about is being pulled out of my head and it's gone, and other times like things are just erased. And what I was just talking about was erased from my head, and I could feel it being erased. So that's good. And for whatever reason, I am no Anglophile. But I think simply because I watch a lot of channels where there's like British people talking. Whatever you say, ironically, you will say, I'm leaning in weird positions, hopefully I'm at least in camera. Whatever you say, ironically, you will say unironically. And there are plenty of things that I've said unironically that I now say unironically. Some of the things are like Z for as the Z, and playing a lot of these games here now, oh shucks, I refer to pasta, which American pronunciation is pasta. So I've got a lot of weird little things like that. Oz for, that's more of a regional pronunciation, but for areas. But so if I deliberately say something that's, I don't know why I put these in here. You can't sell them if you don't put them on the shelves.
Exactly what
I should have just put them on an over walrus. And so that's why I'm going to occasionally just say the weird stuff in pronunciations, because I'm being pretentious. I might as well be honest. Oh, and as the other aside, one of the biggest reasons that I have not been doing any... oh gosh, I have gastroesophageal reflux disease, and it sucks. But I have not been doing any videos of late. 75, 80, 1, 2, 3. No? Oh.
Just these, thanks.
I have nerve compression, spinal nerve compression. My radial nerves coming out of my spines, both sides, They affect your arms and your fingers, your hands. And I have
This is just
not
what I
good situation. I
Just these
need
days.
surgery. But I don't want it, and I don't know what's going to happen.
need. This, and I'm out. This should do it.
Exactly what
I can't remember where I was going with that again. Severe ADHD.
Just
Oh,
what I
yes,
was
that's
after.
why I haven't been
This
posting.
should do it.
Because I have
Just
not been
today.
able to play video games for the longest time. And then I've been able to ease myself back into it. And finally, 75, 85, 95? Oop. 91, 2, 3, 4. No? Oh,
Goodbye.
Bring
This
these
was on
up.
my list.
I'm so foolish. So yeah, it's nice that I'm actually able to do things
Just these, thanks.
again and talk about stuff. Because primarily, I do these things because I think the stuff is cool. And I'm trying to show
Just what I
people
was after.
the stuff that I play because I think the stuff is cool.
Goodbye.
I think I'll use my credit card.
And while it's not exactly cool, you think you'll use your credit card and you hand me a fat stack? Let's see, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3.
See you next time. These today.
Okay, what I said was so inconsequential. I no ideas what I was talking about. I know a lot of it has been about my nerve compression, and
Just what I was after.
I am actually feeling
Bye.
some of
Just
that
these
nerve
today.
compression right now. I have a. Oh, thank you. Oops.
Yes, found it.
I have. Oh my god. Why can't.
What I was after.
And then. Why is it.
This is perfect. Bye.
Let's.
I was hitting
Just what I was after.
enter for things and it was making my brain fail.
Bring these up.
Because stuff was happening that I wasn't expecting. Let's see, 20, 35, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, and
Just these
I
things.
just like to show people things that I think are cool. And while as stated, I don't think this is exactly cool. You know, running a grocery store.
Closed.
But I like what they do with it, and these sort of things are just nice little 75, 85, 95.
Thanks.
Let's get these scanned.
These types, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to do this and think at the same time.
I'll be on my way.
Boy, I don't have enough money to get a new license, but they allow you to do stuff that is not exactly taxing, but just enough thought required to keep your brain functioning, even if only barely, while not requiring you to actually make decisions that count. Because there was no penalty. Zero penalty in the slightest for my having run out of product on the shelves. Whereas, of course, in reality, had, oh, we'll put these right here, I guess. Had that occurred, I would not have had customers just continuously pouring in as they had been doing. So, it's nice that you don't really have to worry about that sort of thing. But at the same time, I mean, oh, I ordered way too much flour. That goes fast, though. Sometimes I think that simplicity is... Oh, well, I didn't order way too much. I ordered the right amount because that's what I was planning on doing, ordering that much. Sometimes that simplicity, I think, is just a little bit too much. A little too much simplicity. I like my brain to have to function just a little bit more than not at all. Well, again, they do run on more than not at all. Not much more. Again, there is no penalty for... Really, I just... Why did I... Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say. Good God. They have exactly zero regard for human life, and I applaud them for that. That is... I think that's good. I'd be disappointed if they drove up and their wheel wells of their truck weren't choked with human corpses.
Store is open.
Maybe not that far. Again, I can only hope that I'm staying even halfway in shot. I have been leaning in every single direction. Low, low, low. How much is a new license? Store expansion? Level. Yeah, they don't work with licenses. I'm thinking of Supermarket Simulator. Hey, buddy. Oh, thank you. And I do mean thank you for the purchase. But still, sarcastically, thank you for not buying more. Again, nice that you bought something.
Just these today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Exactly.
31.43.
Exactly what I need.
What I was after.
It's a 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
There we go. Oh my God.
This should do.
Should, but does it? 25.
Found it. 5.
Just
I was
these
not
today.
able to vocalize my thinking process. You have my sincere apologies. Because
Let's get this scanned.
the probably was less than helpful. Let's see, that was 75, 80.
See you next time.
We may, but that depends on whether or not I have a force multiplier with me. Again, I'm not talking about murdering my customers, even though I am talking about murdering my customers. I wish they would allow you the option of being able to cook. Well, not cook. I mean, that actually would be kind of cool. You know, if they had a cooking thing, you know, and then you could
Bring
serve
these up.
hot food. Like, but that's a complete different aside. What I was trying to say is it would be a completely different kind of game. But it would be kind of cool if they allowed you to
Let's get
kill,
these scanned.
butcher, and cook and sell 25
Yes.
your customers as food.
Just these today.
You wouldn't want to cook and sell 26. All of your customers as food, of course. I think I've mentioned this before in a
This one's
different
on my
video.
This looks good. Exactly.
Because if you
Goodbye.
kill
This one's on my
and
list.
serve all of your customers to your other customers,
Exactly what I was
you're
looking
not
for.
gonna have repeat customers. You're gonna run out
Just
of
these
business,
sizes,
and
just what I
and so that's just not
Goodbye.
good.
Just these. Thanks.
You'd only want to cook some,
Just what I need.
a small proportion
This.
of your customers and feed them to your other customers. Because again, people, while we are a renewable resource, it takes time I didn't
Store
close that in
is
time because I need to get
closed.
more stuff. I still don't have enough. Okay.
Store is
Well,
open.
wait though.
Store is closed.
Thanks.
Because if
Quick
I
service.
just buy a shelf, I mean a refrigerator, if I buy a license, I won't have anything to buy anything. And then everyone will be sad. So, what we're just going to do is what we did last time. Which is lose our minds. You know what? There. And it's only that much? How much does... Oh, I can't buy the refrigerator unit until I get my store level up. Oh, that's irritating. Okay. Hopefully, then, we will soon be able to do that thing. Well, gotta take those back. Oh, beauty. Because being able to clean your shelves off, that's kind of an important thing. Because especially if you only got one thing, and you don't want to be wasting your shelf space. But then if it's not on your shelves, no one's going to buy it. And if no one's going to buy it, why have it on your shelves? Well, I mean, it's not... They're not buying it because it's... Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say, because I've gotten kind of incoherent. My apologies. God, now I'm doing up talk there. That was... If you listen or watch Maxor videos, which I suggest you do, it is... Oh, his videos are beautiful. If you have ADHD, as I say, you know, I have moderate to severe ADHD. His videos are just, they are just pure brain candy. That's absolutely wonderful. But now I can't remember what I was talking about. So, literally, I have no ideas. I have meds that I take. The full story on my medication situation, it sucks though. I used to have a blood pressure of around, 110 over... Oh, it was like, yeah, it was a 110 over 65. It was low. And then I decided to get treatment for my ADHD. And they started me on Ritalin. And I don't take Ritalin anymore because I take blood pressure meds now. And I will likely take blood pressure meds for the rest of my life, because if I don't, my now permanently high blood pressure will blow out my blood vessels. And considering my unfortunately advancing age, you don't want your blood pressure being high. So I'm on meds where my blood pressure is at least controlled. So that's good. But yeah, that's not a good thing
Store is open.
to have that happen. I mean, oh my gosh, oh no, the sun is leaking. Oh. But anyway, on that, I think
This should do it.
oh yeah, hello. I think in a way it's a good thing they retain some of the murder house aesthetic.
See you next time.
I mean, I know that this isn't grunge. This might be grime. Tiles come this way. That just looks dirty. So that's cool. And especially back here. There could well have been plastic around everything, you know, floors and walls to catch all the blood, so
Just what I was after.
it could really even now have been a murder house.
Bye.
Which, again, I know it would make for an entirely different kind of game. But I wish they would allow just horrendous atrocities and crimes against humanity to be performed by you upon your customers merely for the crime
Just what I was after.
of being alive.
Just these, thanks.
And sure, I mean, that's kind of
Knees up.
ill and a sick thing to do or think, but yeah,
Let's get these.
we're doing well. So, I mean, it's good that I'm not being allowed to cook up my customers in a way. That's good for them.
Perfect.
And it is. Look, I mean, the floor isn't bad.
This is
It-
perfect.
I mean, you could say maybe it was this poor wax,
I see.
or
I'll use my credit
that
card.
chemicals used to remove bloodstains had also left the waxing
This is just what I
damaged.
need.
I am just absolutely determined
This,
to make
Just
this
these,
just
thanks.
as horrific as possible when it's just a fun little
Bye.
supermarket simulator type thing, and instead I'm turning it into a murder house simulator backstory lore generator. Why? I don't know.
this should do it.
Aside from the fact that I think it's funny and I have
Just
a
these today.
dark streak a mile wide.
This is just what I need.
I have a dark
Let's get these scanned.
sense of gosh, I don't know how to say that properly now. I got a dark sense of humor.
Buy this and I'm out.
Just what I was after.
Sometimes way too
Just
dark.
what I was after.
Since after all the stuff that
This
I've been
I'm
talking
out.
about, I've been talking
This is
about
just
because I
what I
thought it was
need.
funny. So, yeah, I think
Just what I was
Let's
after.
get these scanned.
killing, butchering, sectioning, cooking, and feeding my customers to the other customers
Thanks.
can be hysterical.
Just what I was after.
Absolutely, absolutely funny
you.
as all get out.
Just
Ring
what I
these
was
up.
after.
I have to go get rice. But again, as stated, hey, you know, shut up for a minute. I do have, as stated, a dark sense of humor, dark streak
Exactly what
sense.
I need.
I cannot figure out what the real phrase
Exactly what
is,
I
and I
need.
used to say the phrase all the time. So I am lack of brain, and I
Just these,
apologize
thanks.
for that. Because I am lack of brain.
Bye.
Oh. Oh.
Just what I was after.
Well, I need more flour. Am I gonna have to shut my shop down? Yes.
Store is closed.
So loud.
Just this today.
And
Goodbye.
very good, very good, very good. See, we don't have to order much. See, we are almost there. I think next round we'll be able to get the store level up. But that means we better be ready to get that equipment. How much? Okay, so that's 500 equipment because that will become available. I can't even plan. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Can I get self-checkout yet? Is that what it showed? No. Oh, that's... Oh. Store level 5. Okay, well, we'll just order everything. We'll just... I'm trying to make my purchases for the store based on this. And I don't know if I'm doing well or poor. Doing well or doing poorly. How come you have to put a Lee on the end of one but not the other? I'm saying something incorrect in English and I'm not quite sure what it is because they're not lining up correctly. So, my apologies for not being able to even identify what it is that is wrong that I'm saying. Oh yes, earlier I was saying severe to moderate to severe ADHD. And I can't take Ritalin for it. So there are 2 meds that are for other things. One of them is Wellbutrin. It is, good lord. It's an antidepressant. That just looked kind of cool. It is an antidepressant, and one of the side effects it has, it's either... Because the 2 meds I take, one helps by calming you down physically. You know, you have less tapping of legs and bouncing of feet and all that. And the other one kind of slows down your thinking a little so you're not racing thoughts. I can't remember which one does which, though. But Wellbutrin, the antidepressant, is one of those meds. And the other is a blood pressure medication called guanfacine. And I take both of those meds to try and help with my my symptoms. Well, we're going to... Here we are. Oh, what happens when they do hit you now? Oh my God! That was horrifying. Is he just a 2D image? We saw that there was somebody in there. And that is a cabin. Huh. How bizarre. Kind of interesting. I can't remember what I was talking about now. I know I was talking about the meds, but I can't remember if I was talking or thinking about anything else past those. So... Well, as you can see, we've got this pretty full. We still have enough to purchase a store thingy. You found out why I called this Wallacus Forever. I don't know what's going to happen when we increase the store size. But that's next. As well as starting up Supermarket Simulator again because of the changes on that. I'm going to have to do a whole lot of editing trying to get my head to stay in the right place. So, I would like to thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. And until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing.